What up, folks? It's your man Chris from the Slide Through. Have you guys heard about Anchor yet? Look, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Look, check this out. It's free. And you know me, if it's free, it's for me. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Simple. They distribute your podcast to all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And I know you're trying to make a couple dollars with this, so they definitely help you with the sponsorships. No minimum listenership required. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. All you have to do is download the Anchor app on the Google Store or the Apple Store, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Slide through and check them out. On this week's episode of the Slide Through, it's the return of Black therapy. And this week we're discussing tragic loss, how to cope with tragic loss, and the negative stigma behind mental health therapy. So stay tuned, because this is a good one. This episode is dedicated to my longtime friend who we lost 11 years ago, August 7th, 2009. Rest in peace, Chris Canipe. You my homie. You always were, always will be. And we miss you. Much love. What's good, everybody? It's your man Chris back in here for another episode of the Slide Through. We got a full house in here again today. What's good, fellas?
What up?
What's happening, man?
Nothing much. Marcus in here. Ron. Javar.
Yep.
Paul.
You know it.
What's happening with y'all?
Nothing, man. Chilling.
Yeah.
Just had that good old earthquake. You know,
Man.
made me think about life for a couple seconds.
Look.
I ain't feel it.
Boy.
I know I was on the toilet.
That's why you ain't feel it.
That nigga
You was
caused
over
it.
there moving the earth.
He caused
already.
the shit.
Yeah, that was this nigga.
Yeah.
It wasn't no goddamn
People
earthquake.
come running downstairs. I'm like, you feeling? I ain't feeling nothing.
Because it was him.
was
And that
him.
nigga
Yeah,
done-
look at that. Y'all crazy. What you talking about? People walking outside and stuff. What the hell? Oh, shit.
First of
I'm
all,
on
in
the
an
toilet.
earthquake, why you gonna walk? Well,
Cause they
Nah,
nosy.
you probably safer outside, honestly.
yeah,
You
because
think
ain't nothing
about
fall on you.
I guess. You see
Nah,
that
I
goddamn earth split open, you gonna run back in that motherfucking house.
I swear, if I see the ground split, I'm crying. That's my first thing to do. I don't know what to think.
It's gonna swallow you. You
I'm
know
gonna
that?
cry. I'm gonna cry. There's something about like, boy, this shit is crazy here.
That shit crack open, boy. You can be like, God.
Cars falling in
dog.
the middle and everything. I'm like, oh, hell.
hell no. Fuck
Can't
all
run.
that.
You don't know where it's gonna crack again.
Hell no.
Yeah, I
no.
try.
Look like some Looney Tunes
I
shit,
run
bro. Like you trying to run from that
Yeah.
shit and it's just cracking up under your feet.
Me too. I think I'm that type of nigga that I believe that I can outrun that. So just
Yeah, see, Looney Tunes.
like,
Yeah.
like hurricanes and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Where you running to?
tornadoes,
Where you
I think
running
I
to?
can get past.
Where
them.
you running to?
I don't know yet. See, that's the thing. I'm a clutch nigga.
I'm gonna run though.
I just gotta. You gotta
Nah.
put me in fourth
Run
and
to
inches, and
Walmart.
I tell you how we gonna do it.
Marcus, ain't no way in hell.
Yes, it is.
Run to Walmart, cuz.
I don't know.
At least
I
if
don't know.
you get trapped inside Walmart, you got all the food, you got entertainment in there, you can play with some board games.
It's something about it.
Yeah. I'm just
But
gonna
they got
live in the
candies.
frozen food section.
Got candy.
gonna give me a grill and start that up.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got grills in there.
Shit, they got charcoal.
Man, what y'all niggas
They got
want?
all the supplies in that bitch.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
all them
I
niggas that
survived
was
it.
in there, I'm charging all y'all because I know all y'all got money in y'all wallets. So, hey, you
Can't spend it. What you gonna do with the money?
I don't care. The grid gonna come back up, and I'm gonna have that money. I'm gonna have that money. You crazy?
There's certain shit you can outrun. Tornadoes,
You cannot outrun a tornado.
tsunamis.
Nah, you ain't not
They ain't
running
run no
that.
tsunami.
You ain't not running that.
That's an earthquake and a lot of water.
Yeah.
How you gonna outrun a tsunami?
Cause y'all niggas can't swim. That's your problem.
You can't swim, nigga.
That's why y'all looking at me like that, cause y'all niggas can't swim. If I can swim like a dog, boy.
In a tsunami.
Nah, that current hit your ass, nigga. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It ain't gonna hit me, cause I'm gonna be already up under the water.
This nigga.
Y'all already up under that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So y'all up there trying to.
That shit goes slam your body into a damn building head first and kill your ass.
All right, man. I'm gonna teach y'all something one day.
Boy, you can't even swim in the
I
ocean.
don't want to learn. I don't want to learn like that.
Swim in the ocean.
Can you swim in the ocean?
Yeah.
I ain't never
I can
seen you
swim
do it.
like hell.
I ain't never seen you do
How
it.
deep you want to go? Long as I can breathe.
Where you gonna breathe?
Long as I can breathe. Long as I can hold my breath that long.
Nigga said as long as I can breathe.
It's over. That's a wrap.
Listen, I can make it, man.
Man.
I think if you drop me,
Sure, that's what you gonna make.
I
Oh
don't watch a
shit.
lot of survival movies, man, and like,
Man,
you
them
know,
movies.
but like when they drop them people off in the woods and like their survival rate go up and down off what they do. See, I've been catching on to that shit, how to eat ants, what shit.
Nigga,
to eat,
you ain't never
know?
tasted the
Wait,
ant.
but let me ask you this though. How many times you done practiced it?
I ain't going to.
So you're used to saying your
This
instincts
nigga.
gonna kick in and you just gonna like it.
Like Allen Iverson say, practice, nigga. Look, all I need, I'm a clutch nigga. Just put me in there and we gonna make it.
All right.
Okay.
We gonna make it.
Tsunami.
I hope your ass surrounded by pig feet too. That nigga might just die. That nigga ain't eating that shit.
I don't know, baby.
But you know what, man,
Grass.
bruh, it ain't happening.
Dirt.
It ain't happening, Marcus.
Dirt got a little bit.
First of all, you ain't getting no dirt in tsunami. You say you can swim through a tsunami.
Listen, I can. See, first, when that shit hit.
Okay,
got
so
to-
you see this towering the wave. First of all, how
Don't
the
be scared.
skyscraper
That's the
coming
thing.
towards you.
That's why you fucked
So
up.
what you gonna do when you see
Don't
that wave coming?
You
What's
don't
your
panic
instinct?
because your anxiety kick in, and you can't go in the water good enough. You gotta focus, man.
So you saying you can outrun that wave?
Bruh, it ain't about outrun, it's beating it.
Beating it where?
Beat your
Huh?
ass. That's what's
See,
gonna
that's the key. I ain't there, so I can't explain it. But when I get there,
First of all, you gonna be in the car. Two, there's other people in cars.
Well, surf one of them.
All y'all
Let's not
got
forget
the
that-
same idea.
surf.
Get in my car and go.
Let's not
Picking
forget,
up a car, you bet.
you surrounded by all kinds of shit. That water's gonna gonna sling your body around, and you gonna hit buildings, cars, everything,
I've
bruh.
been hit my whole life. Man.
Oh my god, nigga, we ain't talking football.
You ain't talking
bruh.
football. You ain't got no
I
pads
got hit
on.
my whole
Hey, you ever
life.
got hit by a building?
It feel like it. They say football players. They say, look, football players when they get hit, it's like running into a brick wall. Same thing.
Not being
It's-
not being thrown into a brick
Yeah,
wall.
not being
It's the
thrown
same-
into it.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's a lot of impact. That's a lot of impact,
It's the
man.
same
Nigga,
thing as a
bruh.
football player. When you run full speed, you
Man,
already 10 yards back.
Okay.
Whatever, nigga.
Yeah.
He crazy. He
And we sit here arguing with him about it.
Going down nowadays.
We know it, and we know it. And you
I'm done.
like really trying to convince yourself because you damn sure ain't convincing nobody over
No.
here.
Hell no.
You ain't convincing nobody
No,
over here.
man.
But man, look, we got some serious shit on the agenda today, for real. We bringing black therapy back, and the reason I want to bring it back because I know this. I mean, it's been a lot of stuff going on in 2020 in general, but this weekend is the 11 years to the date since my best friend got killed in a car wreck, not too far from my house and shit, and you know, I wanted to go ahead and like bring this up, do the topic and all that, and I know people go through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I know a close friend of mine just lost his dad, and you know he was buried yesterday, and I just lost another cousin a week ago. She was buried a week ago. So I mean, I know everybody goes through losses and tragedies, and I just kind of wanted to bring this, you know, to the forefront just to kind of get everybody's perspectives and in-depth thoughts on all this. So the main thing today is, you know, loss and losing people like tragically. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that go.
Yeah.
Cause you know they get older. You know, you expect them to go at some point. That's still hard. Like no matter what, cause you know you had that attachment to them. But when shit happens like that, and it's tragic. That's that shit that like really throws you off. Like, you know, what the fuck? That's the shit that make you really think about what's going on in your life and around you and stuff like that. So, so when that does happen, how many who in here has been affected by some shit like that?
Oh, I tell you,
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
At some point in time in life.
You do, and I'll be honest with you. Just I don't know if y'all ever think about it, but I do. Like I think about like, you know, because I went through some stressful times and when anxiety and stuff kicked in on me.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the fear of dying and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how many people knew how serious it was. It was serious to me. I couldn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time I felt like my body was asleep. So my arms, legs, and everything else wouldn't move. But my head was still awake and coherent. And I was trying to make myself go to sleep, but I couldn't because I was afraid to die. And sometimes I think about mortality and it's just like, man, bro, do I get all I need to get out of life that I get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like
On a daily.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
do I get the joy that I need to get out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Do I because I think just growing up with my dad, he was a pastor and a person of service. Like one thing I've learned is when you serving people, you never really feel like you're doing enough. And I think I hold myself a prisoner to that a lot. Like I just never feel like I'm doing enough. Like I'm
True.
I don't. Like people, I'll speak somewhere in front of churches or something, and I cry.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, Bishop Lowry passed, and it made me reflect on a lot. Like I was thinking, and I told my sister, I had wrote her. I told her, I said, you know, I think I figured out why I cry at times in certain places when I speak because I feel like I ain't worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? I ain't graduated from Harvard.
Right.
I ain't got a degree in social, you know, social services or anything like that. But I always know I want to help people. I want to affect lives. I want to, because the purpose of you living here on this earth is for you to give back to humanity.
True.
But who am I? You know, I'm the little kid in class. I done got kicked out of class. I'm just making jokes, I'm making people smile.
Right.
But not my teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't. You asked me to
to
recite. This is not. I can't recite it, but I could live something better than I can recite something. And but to saying that, it's like I think, you know, I just started reflecting, and I don't know if y'all ever think about like y'all mortality at the point where you just like, dang, bro, am I doing enough? When I go, or have I did enough to leave a legacy or something?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, y'all two got kids, so y'all have a deeper responsibility of legacy. Y'all have kids, bro. Like you gotta leave something to them.
Exactly. And you know, that's when I sit there and I think about stuff like that. I think about stuff like that all the time. You know, I want to be able to serve a purpose to my son and let him know, you know, that his daddy, you know what I'm saying, done everything that he could, you know what I'm saying, to teach him everything that he needs to know about life, you know what I mean? And you know, you think about about the life and the life you live, and how you saying, Chris, how, you know what I'm saying, just tragic happened, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, you hear 1 minute, next minute you gone, and you know, I just, in those moments, you know what I'm saying, I just wonder, you know what I'm saying, like that, right? I feel like I'll be just thinking about that, just thinking about him, and of course my wife, you know what I'm saying, but just, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, like, who's gonna be here to, you know what I'm saying, show my son this, show my son that, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just, you know, I don't take it for granted. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, definitely live life to the fullest, and do what you supposed to do while you're here.
Yeah, man. Cause like, whenever tragic or tragedy strikes, it does put a lot of shit into perspective, like instantly. Like, and like with me, like when my homie Chris died in that car wreck, like I knew he was going through a lot of shit at the time, and I hadn't like seen him a lot. But me and him had grew up together since like kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like, he stayed up the street or whatever, and then like we was in the same class forever, and like we was just cool, like from day one. And we grew up. We would always get into shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging out and getting in trouble and fucking with bras and all kinds. Just like we was doing it all, nigga. Like you name it, we was doing that shit. We was around here doing that shit, or everywhere doing some shit. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Friday, and I was actually, I was on the golf course, just randomly playing golf, because I don't even fucking play golf, but hell, I got invited to go play that shit, and I was like, fuck it, I ain't got shit else to do. I'll go hit some balls in the fucking woods. Like, it's whatever.
Right.
And I had a motherfucking a prepaid phone and shit, them old Boost Mobile chirp joints.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he had hit me up, and the conversation died in the middle of it, and because I had ran out of minutes and shit. And I was like, well, damn, hell, I hollered this motherfucker in a little while, you know what I'm saying? We finished playing, and went and got something to eat, and I went to the crib because I was tired as fuck because I had been up all day. Laid down, and it was probably about 9, 10 o'clock at night. And I was staying at my mom's and shit. She come busting in the room, like, come to the phone. And I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? She's like, just get up and come to the phone. And the girl I was dating at the time, like, she had called because I ain't had no minutes on my phone, so she had done called my mama house and shit. And she was like, Chris got killed. And I was like I was stuck. Like I didn't know what to say. And I had to ask her again because, at that point, you just don't want shit to fucking really be true. So I asked her again, and she said that shit, and I lost that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just started crying like a motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah. And then go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me cut you out there.
But no, I mean, after that, like, I went and I went to his house, and everybody was there, like his grandma was there, and like what had happened was he had crossed the center lane and shit, he crossed the center lane and got hit by a transfer truck head on and shit, and like killed him instantly. And he wasn't no further from. He was like a half mile from his house, like a quarter of a mile from his house, if that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that close to home. They always say, the fuck shit always happen when you get close to home anyway. You know what I'm saying? And like, he was right there. Like, could see his crib from the motherfucking spot. And like, the car was crushed and all that shit. And like, it made me instantly just start questioning everything. Like, like, what the fuck was I? Why didn't I? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't I just keep going to the past my house? Like, fuck sleep. Why didn't I go and see what was going on? Because it sounded like he had shit going on.
Right.
Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Start reflecting on all kinds of shit, and like, it really just put me in a bad spot for a long fucking time and shit. Yeah. And it took a while to get over that shit.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that, man. I mean, with tragedies and stuff like that, it have you. When I went through mine, I was questioning God. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm sitting here, it play in your mind, is it real? Is it fake? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if it's real, why? You know what I'm saying? And if it's fake, why I ain't enjoying my life to the fullest and trying to live, you know what I'm saying, cussing everybody, you know what I'm saying? Being loud, trying to be nice. But, I mean, you go through that. That's my biggest thing. But, far as in leaving a legacy, man, that's a tough question because I surround myself around people that I can kind of grow off of and kind of kind of like mentor, kind of like I can like they can be mentors to me,
Right.
To me.
I get what you're
Even
saying.
with my daughter, I surround her around people that I trust. So when I'm gone, she'll know who to call on.
Right.
Cause she done saw their face so many times.
Right.
So what's understood ain't gotta be explained,
Nah,
so
I
it's
get
one
you.
of them things.
Yeah.
But I mean, all I pray is, so if I ever pass away and everybody hear this, I don't want y'all texting at my funeral. Y'all better grab the phones at the door. Y'all better grab the phone at the door. I don't care. Because if the person you texting, they should have been there. So grab the phone at the door. Don't let my family go in debt. Remember this. I don't want no debt. I ain't gonna be here. So don't put it in debt. Give it to my daughter or whatever. And two, I want that. I always say I was blunt as I could be. If I get those, I'm satisfied. Because everybody ain't gonna like
Yeah,
you.
you ain't gonna know
Yeah, yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
But that
everybody
is
ain't
your
gonna
wishes,
like you.
though.
That's my
Wishes.
wishes.
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
when
I
they get up
feel
there,
you.
they're like, Marcus said some crazy stuff to me a while back. That's the type of memory
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
blunt,
And when we were sitting in the funeral yesterday, I promise you, I was thinking, I was like, bro, I don't know if I'm supposed to share it, but I share it. I don't care. That's just me. I'm open book. I was like, man, when I had my funeral, I was like, I want the collective to do everything. I don't want funeral music. I want a beat from DeVos. I don't care if that nigga 70 years old. I need a beat from DeVos and Chris. I need Trevor, Tyson, Louis. I need everybody. Y'all rapping in my funeral. I don't care. I want BB to sing. I want singing. I need everybody that I poured into or encouraged. I just want y'all to show them what I know that y'all could do. That's it. Because that's gonna be my legacy anyway.
Oh yeah.
I want y'all to show these people what y'all can do, and y'all gonna use my platform when I die. Because at one time I told my mom and them I want a parade. I want an
A
elephant.
damn parade.
I want a parade. But then I was like, nah. I was sitting in that funeral. I was like, man, you know what? I want my niggas. I want my real people. The people I knew could do what y'all could do. I want y'all to do it, and that's it.
Yeah,
Look, you fucking with the collective. Ron gonna have your shit sponsored by Paul Masson in this motherfucker.
I might put that in there. I'm gonna let Ron gotta pick all the drinks at the after. It's not even a procession. It's an after party.
Afterlife party.
It's gonna really be one, goddamn.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but real talk, like, it's just, it's weird, y'all. It's just so weird because I don't know. I guess as you get older, you think about the
I
stuff.
mean, you're not put on this earth forever. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to always dream about it. Like, dang, man, I'm scared. It's gonna happen one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, how I got it used to be bad for me. Like, even when I was, like, in high school, sometimes I stay up all night just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, man, you gotta live your life and just hope that God, if it's your time, that it's an easy way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My prayer, I don't want to drown.
I know this nigga didn't just say this
I
shit,
don't want to, you know
Drown.
what I'm saying? I don't want no
But
bad.
yeah,
but he's swimming through tsunamis and
That's
shit.
how, see, that's back to the, because I know that I'm gonna get up. I don't want to drown.
Okay, that's your motivation.
That's my motivation.
Okay, all right. I mean, look, all right. Well, I can't even argue with it, you know.
Argue with
But
that.
yeah, I don't want like no.
I mean, I can, but I ain't going
I
to.
don't want no hard death. I don't know if it's supposed to be quick, but I want it to be smooth, whatever it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
mean, I understand that.
With me, you know what I mean, and I can hear what you're saying, you know what I mean. But I would say my only ask, and it's not even that, you know what I'm saying. You can't ask God, you know when I die, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But just let it be me. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah, that's
None
Nobody
of
else with you.
Yeah.
none of my loved ones. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Nobody
Especially my
else.
wife and my son. But none of my loved ones, you know, just let it be me.
You gonna be mad? I'm gonna be all up in there. You somewhere out
But
I'll be smacking you on your face. Can't do this right now.
But no, I ain't saying nobody. I ain't saying nobody around at all. I'm just saying.
You don't want nobody to go with you.
I don't want nobody to go with me. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you sitting there, especially when you know that you're dying. That's already enough. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? But you know somebody else is dying along with you.
Like Kobe did, basically.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah, I never wished that on nothing.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
I never, and then I was Marcus because I had them dreams. Like, bro, you was talking about when you young, nigga. I still have. That is like my source of anxiety, and me even when Chris brought this up to me, he was like, "Yo, let's talk about it." I was like, "All right." I was scared because y'all. I promise y'all, just being around y'all kind of like a comfort, but it's so agitating to me. That's what strikes my like anxiety. Nigga, I started breathing heavy, lightheaded.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, bro. Like, I think, too, my biggest thing was I watched, no, I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to do it. But I watched my hero die, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And because as a kid, Lord Jesus, Chris, you get on my nerves, bro. But I'm gonna have to close my eyes. But as a kid, you know, you grow up in this.
Take your time with it, bro.
Yeah, I can't do that because we'd be here all day and I got cooked. But as a kid, this person do everything for you.
Yeah.
And he made basketball goals out of products he got from Freightliner and stuff.
Right.
Build clubhouses for you.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? And they try to teach you something. And I'm so hard-headed, I ain't never learned that. Try to teach me how to put floors in the house. And I ran because I said, nah, Daddy, I ain't getting down there. They got snakes and stuff. You crazy. Raccoon come down there and bite your toe, you gonna be crying.
I showed up to the house, Marcus and Paul both gone. Mr. Willie Paul on the floor all by himself. Them niggas gone.
We go. I can't do it. I was like, Daddy, you know I ain't. Now, he did teach me how to change some brakes. I think I can do it. But then again, I don't know. But, you know, I had to sit there and I watched this person fight. Mm-hmm. Technically, he never told us he was sick until it was too late. And that was part of him protecting us, the church family, because he was going to keep working regardless.
Yeah.
But I remember the moment that got me was he had to get out of the bed and just go in the living room. Now, our house it was just a long hallway. His bedroom was at the end of one hallway, and then the living room was at the other end. He couldn't even make it out of his bed by himself, and I had to help carry him over. Like, he had to put his arm around my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And just that picture to me of me having to help my Superman who could do everything. Mm-hmm. Build cars, build houses, cook, go out on the basketball court barefooted shooting. It wasn't nothing my dad couldn't do, except this one time he couldn't even make it from his bed to his couch.
Yeah.
On his own merit. And it's just, I think that plays a lot into my fear. Because a person who I felt as strong as anything, I had to help him for once. And you know, it just, plays with your psyche or whatever. But
I understand that, but I think in that moment he was actually showing you that you Superman now. You the Superman now. You know what I'm saying? Like he was that to you this whole time, and now that's your responsibility now to hold up the ones that he been holding up for all this time. He leaving that with you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. Have you ever had, a time like with your pops where it felt like a passing of the torch type thing?
yeah, it was I call it my Mufasa moment. It was I had written my first book. Mind you, the release of it was during that time he had gotten sick, and he was in the hospital, him and my mom, and it was me, Javaris, Tyson and Trevor, and Tyrell, and I had did a book signing and a reading at the Gaston County Library. He couldn't make it, and my mom could make it because she was by his bedside. But my sisters, the great people they are, they did a FaceTime of our whole performance, all of us. And I remember at the end, he came. I went over to the FaceTime, and he told me he was proud of. He told me. He said he was proud of everybody. And he said that he said, I think y'all finally figured it out. Like, cause if you know me, I done did everything. I done sung, I done recorded music. I don't want to be a trumpet player. I wanted to be a basketball player, and when I found out I was too short. Wanted to play football when I found out I didn't want to take a hit. And he was always there for everything. And I think he always knew I was searching, just trying to search to find my importance. And because we had conversations, but it wasn't never that in depth. My dad, he was a kind-hearted dude. He always joked around and stuff, but he knew I was searching. And at that time, when he said that, it was just like, that was my Mufasa telling me, you got the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah.
And it was him telling Javaris,
You got it. So in that moment, that's when he left everything with you.
he left everything there. And that's how I ran with it, bro.
I mean, but that's good that you had that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, like with tragedies and stuff, some people don't even get that.
Yeah, for sure.
That last "I love you" and that last goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I thank God. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that you got them last couple words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even though it was hard.
Yeah, but it stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest, like I say, is just going quick and can't nobody say, "Hey, bye, what's up?" None of that. Because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, and it's not easy, but it give you something to cope with. You know what I'm saying. So you kind of know, know of your path, and at least what you did in his eyes was acceptable, and he see what you was doing at the time was on the right path.
Yeah.
True.
So it's basically, I mean, what I got from it, from just listening to you say it, is one of the moments like, look, you figured it out. keep it going. Don't stop here. This your debt. You know, all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just for me on the outside looking in. You know.
And it take, I mean, and it take a lot when you go through stuff like that to kind of, because I think, like, he said his pops was sick and he didn't tell him and everything, and like I said with Chris, I knew he was going through a lot of stuff that he didn't even tell me about. It's like I knew,
Yeah.
but he ain't say, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't find out a lot of it until after he was gone, and I think that a lot of times when people are going through things that they don't want to tell us for a multitude of reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is that they don't want us to have to worry about things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and we either gonna worry and try to see about them, or they're gonna be gone and we gonna have to grieve and cope with it. So I mean, it's one or the other. I mean, in my eyes, really. So like, as far as coping goes, how do you think? Well, how have y'all learned to like cope with stuff like that?
Like loss.
Yeah, like loss. Especially tragic losses or anything like that. Because what about you? Because when we was working at we had one back in like that shit hurt just as bad,
That
man.
was like one of my right hand mans, because they go, was a dude that I was in school with. He lived right down the road, and I was friends with. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to his house. Mom and Dad would go swimming with him and shit. There you go. You know what I mean? My dad's partner. There you go. Here he was like the Chris Brown, just a white version before Chris Brown came out.
He was Timberlake. He was Timberlake.
Well, Timberlake.
Yeah, he was like Timberlake. Yeah.
But I'm saying, but that you can say Chris Brown too, because that boy would dance his ass off.
Cause he liked to play a little guitar. He liked to be singing to the girls and all that shit. Like Trav was that dude.
When I knew him before he started working with us, he was a little goofy little dude. You know what I mean? Had the little glasses, had the little damn. I want to say what was my name? My man name off Who's the Boss? The little boy had the little haircut like that.
Oh yeah.
All that shit. But you ain't think he would get girls. You know what I mean? And as he got older, you know what I mean, he changed, and like I said, hell, that was like my right hand man when I was over that way. You know what I'm saying? And damn, it was hard though. When he passed, cause damn, like we had just talked to him. Got off work. He was playing football and shit. Damn. Him and another friend, or I guess you could say like associate. You know what I mean? That we both knew happened to be racist. He loses control a little bit. His truck flip over, and I guess he had his window down from what they were saying, but truck landed on his head. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the car, but it kind of crushed his skull or whatever. So then that was a hard thing to, they're gonna be like, well, you hear what such and such? You hear about such and such? No, man, I ain't here.
No, we was at
y'all, was y'all like when that situation happened? Was like a day where y'all was working together, or y'all had to go to work the next day?
We was at work.
We was at work.
Oh, he was off.
No, he was at work, but he had to leave because they had football practice, but they had late football practice.
Oh.
So damn, me and Chris at work, damn, and they go the next day when we go to school. I think you was already out of school. I think I had to call you because that was what.
He went to East?
Yeah, he went to East.
Yeah, he went to East.
Cause it was my senior year in high school when it happened. Cause damn, I was at School of Technology in Lincoln, and there go, people was like, "Hey man, you're such and such." No. And then at School of Technology, they put it over the intercom, such and such, such and such, blah blah blah. Shot back to school. Fuck class, I got to go. So then when I got back to school, I got with somebody, and then they took me to his mom in the house. So I could, check on them and they wasn't there, but I was wanting to go by the house to see, but they was at the hospital and everything, but it was too late.
And they wouldn't let us go to the hospital or nothing like that. They wouldn't let nobody like show up at the hospital and all that because of like the injuries and everything. Like he was in like real unstable condition, and it was like it was so much swelling. Yeah, I mean. They wouldn't let nobody come in to see him, and that in itself was hard too. You know what I mean? Because it's like you feel like you can't say, like you were saying earlier, you can't say bye or nothing like that. And it's just
how'd you cope
done.
with that?
Well, I'm saying, it's still hard from time to time because they're gonna have like where he got killed at is just right down the road.
For real?
Cause he was coming home. They were racing home.
Yeah.
I think when you do deal with coping, it's just some of them might be stupid to other people, but it's just good. You like with me, I gotta cry first of all. Cause if I feel like if you don't cry, you just setting yourself up. It's just because it's a bunch of suppressed feelings that you just holding in, and then it's gonna come out somewhere or another. It might come out some craziness. I told my mama one time, y'all, I said, if you die, I'm gonna shave my head and tattoo your face on the side of my head. It can have you get crazy thing. Like if you suppress feelings, you can't do that. It don't do nothing but tear you down. But I was like, I cry first. I'm usually gonna write something. If it's coherent, it's coherent. If not, it's not. But I have to write and get it out. I have to get it out.
Like I mean, it take a lot. Like I when I cry, I done got too full.
You done held it in too long.
Yeah, that's just me. Like even with my papa, like I don't remember. I didn't cry. I cried a little bit when it happened, but I try to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like I don't know. It's bad that I do it that way. But it felt like at the funeral, that's the most I cried. That's the most I cried.
What did you say? Oh, I don't mean to cut you off. What did you say last night about Lance?
Oh, yeah, I feel sorry for him. Because I snotted up his whole shirt. But I know I did. I felt bad because I was like, it all came out and I couldn't stop. But I know I was wiping my nose with the shirt and everything. I know he was mad like, God damn. Wake me up here. And I wouldn't let go. And it's like, and it's weird though. But I mean, with coping with it though, I'm still trying to master it. Like, I don't even. Like my mama bring us stuff about him. I don't even engage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I have caught myself. Like I have small things up there. Like my mama, I have her Bible. Yeah. So the only thing I want was a Bible. So I still keep her Bible. And like when my anxiety kick in, it's notes in the Bible that she wrote. True. And I read one of them notes, or I go through and I see like where she done highlighted something. I read it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That helps me a lot. I do that a lot. A lot. Then with my papa, like I still have like clothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I still have like clothing, and I just like he gave us all a toy truck and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Like I got a little red truck that he gave us like a little collectible thing.
Right.
I look at it, and you know what I'm saying, and I remember just the thought when he gave it.
I got you.
And I try to, I don't know. I try to like just remember his spirit.
Yeah. So I mean that's definitely a good way, like to cope with it. And I know a lot of times, and the reason I ask about like how y'all cope with things like that is because there's different ways to do it, which are good, because like Paul was saying, if you hold it in too long, it's gonna come out, and it probably ain't gonna come out in a good way. You know what I'm saying? And with me, I know I was like, I ain't never been one to like cry like that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like, but, when Travis died, I did cry. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just all out crying, but I mean that shit hurt. You know what I mean? Because I was close with dude. Like me and him was sitting and talk. Like when everybody else left work, hell, it would just be me and him. Yeah. Just chilling on that little bench on the other side. Like we would just be sitting out there fucking, I be sitting there beatboxing and shit, and this nigga be over there freestyling. And like probably didn't nobody even really know he had like rapping skills and shit. But like that was just moments that I remember. But like then, it's been like a lot of deaths in the family, stuff like that. But then when like Chris died, like that shit hit super hard. And that's when real tears came out. That's when like that shit was just like violent cries, and I was like, that shit hurt. Well. And then, I did lose my grandma this year, and it wasn't like a tragic death, but you know what I'm saying, because she was up in the age, she was close to 90 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, and she had done lived her life, and she kind of mentally prepared me for what was coming, but at the same time, I wasn't ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was. I cried then. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think about it, man. I know only cut you off. I think I did something crazy, boy. I did something crazy, and I can't. And I don't know why I did this too. When my papa passed away, I don't know why I did this. I went to the football stadium and sat on the bench.
Oh, word.
3:00 in the morning.
Damn.
I'm sitting. I don't know why I went there, but when nobody out there, it was dark. My dumb tail sitting right in the middle of the football stand, crying, just crying. But I don't know if there was a place I needed to go.
My bad.
I don't know why I went there.
I mean, it was.
It was in your mind to do
I
it.
don't know why. Like, it's strange. Then my girl calling me where I ain't even picking up. My mama didn't worry where I'm at. I'm at the football stadium. I don't know why I went there.
No, did it?
It ain't make sense to me.
That might be in your comfort.
I really like.
Like, Ron, when you lost Miss Becky, your grandma, rest of soul, like how
That was easy. Because I'm saying, that was my partner. She would talk to me about any and everything.
Yeah.
But that was easy because I'm saying
you was at peace with it.
Yeah, but the hardest part about it was I got to see her before she left.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I worked at Walmart, got off work. My mama was going to see her. I was like, "Ma, let me take a shower. I'm gonna go with you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we get there to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Damn. She was like, "Hey, baby, I ain't seen you." They want me to come all week, but she would call me every day though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I get off work, she at least call me, or when Mama got to the hospital, she would call me, and I'll talk to her. And I told her, well, when I get off Friday, I'll be there. So Friday morning, like I said, we went there, and she was so excited. She brightened up her day. Mm-hmm. But I knew something was a little different because of some of the stuff that she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you coming up with stuff off the wall. Ooh, I sure want that moon pie. Grandma, what the hell is a moon pie? Ain't nobody got no damn moon pie. But my mama was talking to the doctor, so she was talking to me. She was like, babe, I'm gonna be okay. I know, Grandma, you good. You just, do what they tell you to do, you know what I mean? Take the medicine and stuff. But she was telling me, like, they was wanting to put on the dialysis machine, and she was like, baby, I don't know if I can do it. I was like, Grandma, you can do it. I'm just saying, just try it. At least try it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the hardest part for her about trying it was my granddaddy. He died on the dialysis machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying she was kind of, I guess, playing in her head. Even though they hadn't been together in over like 25, 30 years. Mm-hmm. But it's still, you know what I mean, that was something for her to think about because, they put you on the dialysis machine, they can walk out the room, they ain't going to stand there with you. Mm-hmm. So when he died, he had been dead for like 2 or 3 hours. And nobody knew.
Nobody know.
So she tried it, and it didn't work. So they was talking about doing something else. So, we was like, all right, well, Grandma, Mama got to go to work. I'm going to go home, take me a nap. We'll come back later. So, it's about 11 o'clock. Damn, Mama dropped me off at the house. She go to work. I lay down. Within maybe 45 minutes, we're getting a phone call. They was like, can we speak to Miss such and such, such and such? I was like, well, she's not here. This is her son. They was like, well, we really need to get in touch with her. It's about Mr. Clay. Okay, so I'm like, shit. So I had to call Mom at work. I was like, Mom, you need to call the hospital. They won't tell me what's going on, but something wrong with Grandma. So I called her. She called them within about 10 minutes. Me calling her, she called them. She called me, and she was all upset, hysterical. She was like, I can't do it. I was like, what's wrong? Mama gone. I was like, well, I had figured that, that she was gone because after I got that phone call from the hospital, like, I had went outside, and, when they say people go, you see redbirds. I see the redbirds sitting right on the porch.
Wow.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, that
they
must
say-
have been, her way of showing me she's gone and stuff. But it wasn't really hard because, like I said, I had already knew because she had been sick for like 2 weeks and she didn't want to miss my birthday. So that's why she didn't go to the hospital. This was about like Christmas and then, my birthday a week after Christmas. She went to she waited to go to the hospital until she was actually able to see me on my birthday. That was the hardest part though. But my other big tragedy though was when my older sister passed away. Now that was really hard
about that, John.
because she died on my mama's birthday. So that was supposed to be a happy day, but it was still a sad day at the same time. But she went to the hospital on the 4th of July. I'm saying 2 weeks so she'll be in her 38th birthday. So I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's hard because she got 5 kids, and then, you know what I mean? I try to be there for my nieces and nephews, but I'm way down here. They all in Greensboro.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But that was really hard because I had just talked to her the day before, and I was telling her, you know what I mean, I had something for her. You know, I was going to surprise her. I was going to come down for the 4th and be with them, but that night, going into the 4th, she had a massive stroke. I'm saying, so, you know what I mean, they don't know what happened or what caused the massive stroke, but still.
Yeah.
I went down there and you could tell like she was pretty much a vegetable, you know what I mean?
Man.
It was hard to see her like that though, you know what I mean? Because I'm saying, my sister got 5 kids, I'm saying, damn, you know what I mean? She was doing all this on her own, but at the same time, you know what I mean? I was like her right hand, because she would call me, you know, I send her stuff, do whatever I could for her, but just to see her there like that, knowing you got 5 kids, yeah. My oldest nephew, he grown, but I'm saying you still got younger kids, you know what I'm saying, at that time frame. So it was hard because now you trying to figure out who gonna get who gonna do what. And then with all the commotion, you know what I mean, now the kids split up. Yeah, they were other family members, but this family member might not like this family member, so now the kids don't get to see each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, that was a hard thing. Like I told her, I wish I could have been able to at least, you know, get one of my nephews or something where then they could still be able to see the family. But like I said, it was hard when they called me and told me she died. Well, they didn't call me and tell me, but they called and told me that they had to pull the plug. They had already knew what time they were going to pull the plug, but I was like, well, damn, that's hard because, like I said, that's my mama's birthday.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a happy day and a sad day at the same time because my sister passed, but then that's my mom's birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but, you know what I mean, now I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I got a lot of her pictures and stuff, you know. Because at first, me and my sister, we used to bump heads all the time, you know. I'm saying, me and her fought like fucking cats and dogs. And like I said, back when we was talking about, you know, Pop's thing, you know what I mean, stuff like, I kind of resented my sister, you know what I mean, because my daddy used to want to spend time with her and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm your son, I'm the only boy, but you can't, you know, let me be able to spend time with you too as well. So, you know what I mean, I kind of resented her for that, but then as I got older, I like, fuck it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let him stand in the way of me and you having a strong relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after that, me and my sister, we was always cool, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope. That's dope.
But like I said, that was really like the hardest thing because I'm saying it just happened out of nowhere that she had a massive stroke. But which, you know, that can happen at any time. If God see fit for us to have one right now, then one of us could or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It was unexpected because I, like I said, I was getting myself ready, prepared to go down there and spend the 4th of July with them. But you know, I get a phone call saying she in the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, damn, I just talked to her yesterday. Well, such and such, such and such. So, I mean, that was like an unexpected tragedy for me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, my grandma, that was easy. It was hard, you know what I mean, to see her go, but
Yeah.
as far as
I
I
know
already
what
done
you're
cope
saying.
with it, like I said, with her waiting till my birthday to go to the hospital,
Yeah,
that was the hard.
rough.
That was
That
the
was
hardest
rough.
part because I'm saying
Yeah.
she couldn't do too much. Like you said with your daddy, you know what I mean? Hell, the room that she stayed in my house is probably from this wall to this wall. And I'm saying, the only thing she had to do was just pretty much roll out the bed and just walk maybe 5 steps. And she had her chair that she normally sat in, but she couldn't even do that because she didn't have the strength. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, she had a walker where I didn't necessarily have to help her, but there go. For her to make 3 steps, she had to take it back maybe a minute or two, just break to keep walking. So, you know what I mean? That was hard that she was fighting that hard to stay to at least see my birthday because
Yeah.
I'm saying 6 months before she passed, we had an incident where we thought we pretty much lost her. I'm saying,
I think I remember.
You remember- yeah,
that,
'cause-
my car broke
remember
down
that.
in the middle of Charlotte.
Yeah.
My alternator went out.
So-
Yeah, I remember.
we thought we had lost her then, but I'm saying at that time frame, I wasn't ready because I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I ain't ready. But I'm saying I think she, she might have passed and she might have talked to God and was like, just give me more time to prepare them. So I'm saying once she came out of that, like I said, I was coping with it then. You know what I mean? I was like, I can prepare myself.
So you prepared yourself
because, like I said, I thought she was gone. Because I'm saying like they had done told us her organs was shutting down. It wasn't nothing they could do. That was it. So I'm saying like they was like, well, we just keep y'all on standby. So you know what I mean? I had prepared myself then, but she came out of it and came home. But yeah, she was in hospice care, but I'm saying she got to come home for another 6 months.
You know what,
So,
bro?
you know what I'm
You saying that? Like I still had like y'all. I still had dreams. Like I'll be honest, y'all. I go to sleep, had this dream, and my daddy in it, and it's just like he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like I had this recurring dream all the time that we take him to the hospital. He comes back out alive. He never dies. It ain't even no in-depth dream of what treatment he had. He just always come back alive and live this whole life. And I had a dream in my sleep, and it be so real, bro. I think with me, I don't know about what y'all like with me. I don't deal with certain loss. I can deal. Losing that video game, I'm fine then.
You frustrated, but you be fine.
Yeah, frustrated, I'm fine. Losing an argument, that's a little iffy for me too. But I lose some. I know I do. I done lost plenty. But like losing certain, so like even when I went through my divorce, that was a loss to me. And I remember when Dad died, Mom was sitting at the edge of the bed. And I sat beside her. I said, "Well, Mom, look." So I said, I knew you loved me. I said, you were married to him. That was just my dad. That was your husband. I said, I know, like, my wife and I, we divorced. But I said, I still had a lost mom. I said, I understand. And at that moment, I bonded with my mama then. I was just like, I did crazy. Like I said, when you suppress feelings and stuff, I did. And then during divorce, you suppress a lot of feelings. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when you go through divorce and separation, sometimes what happens is, you got to look better than the other person when the other person come around. So you just do crazy stuff. And boy, I was out here doing everything. I'm going to the club every week. I don't even like clubbing because I don't like sharing. I ain't buying you no drink. So I'm going to clubs. I'm like, dang, I'm doing all this crazy stuff. But I remember, like, I told Mom, I said, Mom, I did go through depression. And I know when you deal with loss, you deal with it in different ways. And don't lie and say you just dealt with it the right way all the time.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to self-medicate.
Right. And that's where I was like really going with the, like, how do you do it and the bad things that it can bring out. Because, like, for real, like, I mean, there's been points where I drank like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It messed me up.
And
it messed me up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, when all that negativity or when all that emotion comes out in the form of like drinking, self-medicating, like smoking, like doing whatever, like that shit can harm you more than anything because whatever it is that you're doing, like that shit'll fuck you up worse than just letting the emotion out itself.
Right.
And I don't know how many people have done it or even thought about doing it, but like if you really feel that shit deep down to where you need to get it out, then that's what they have therapists for real. Like a lot of people, like, and I ain't never been to one, and I actually thought about going to one when my grandma passed because that shit, like I said, that shit hurt too, and I just really didn't have the money for it. But a lot of people don't know, like, your insurance can pay for that shit too. So I mean, I do want to say that, like, if anybody is like listening and going through shit and you don't know how to normally cope with it and it's weighing on your heart and your mind and that shit'll fuck up your whole existence. Like it'll change your body chemistry, you know what I'm saying? You'll eat different, or you might just be you'll eat yourself to death. You know what I'm saying? You'll smoke yourself to death, drink yourself to death. People have sex. Like it's crazy as fuck. Like no matter how whatever they vice is, they'll use that shit to get over the pain, and the pain still be there.
Some
and then
people just end up taking their own lives just because they can't deal with it.
right.
Would y'all
So-
go? Would you go to therapy?
Me, no. Because the way I deal with death, I accept it and I deal with it. I don't suppress nothing. Of course, I mean, I cry like hell. I ain't saying that it's easy to accept and deal with it, but you know what I'm saying? I just do that just for, you know what I'm saying? Like when Papa passed away, what I do, I go home, I cry, fell into my wife's arms. Next thing you know, I wake up the next morning after I done cry myself to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I put on his jams. You know what I'm saying? Stuff he liked to ride to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. And then, you know what I'm saying? I sit there and I listen to it and I think of him. You know what I mean? And, you know, after that, you know, you just time has to, you know what I'm saying, come into effect to, you know what I'm saying, to heal those wounds. And same thing with Mama, you know, hell, I put on Sweet Sadie, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about her, you know what I'm saying? You know, what he say, woke up one early Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table, you know what I'm saying? And Marcus can sit there and tell you, there wasn't a Sunday morning, a Saturday morning, you know what I'm saying? We didn't wake up and, you know what I'm saying, Mama wasn't in there cooking, you know what I'm saying? We get home from church, you know what I'm saying? Dinner's prepared, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just the woman she was, you know what I'm saying? And I sit there and I think of those, and even the song that I wrote for our first thing that we done, Paul, that you were speaking on earlier when your father was in the hospital FaceTiming, you know, I poured out those feelings in that song too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I just accept and I deal with it.
I have a question for you. So how did you how did you take it when you got married and knowing, you know, that both of them didn't get to see that?
See,
because with me, and just off my experience, just having a child, that's how I put my moment. And I'd be like, dang, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, with me and Jess, you know, when we took Mama, because Mama was still, first let me start with this. The reason why I proposed and to begin with is because not only the fact that I love my wife and stuff like that, but I had heard from a couple of old heads, and you know, me and Jess had been together. I proposed in 2015. We had been together 4 years, and you know, I always said, "You married yet?" "Nah, I ain't married yet." "What you waiting on?" I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And both of them old heads on 2 different occasions told me, "Say, boy, say you would hate it if something was to happen, and you never got to show how much you really love it." Yeah. And you know, you hear it, but you know, you like thinking about it. But you know, I ain't thinking about nothing like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking about nothing like that. But then, you know, I had dealt with loss before. You know what I'm saying? But Papa, he was the closest one to home, and he passed away. We buried him on March 4th, and I was at K. Jules that weekend. You know what I mean? Because I was sitting there thinking, damn, like he went. And it wasn't, he didn't die tragic, like it was just quick. But in our eyes, he was just sick. He was going to get better. But then he passed. You know what I'm saying? Then he passed. And I was thinking to myself, like, you just think of, like, death is just like, you like, man.
It's on you.
Yeah, it's on me. So, you know, I was like, nah, then thinking about what they said, I was like, let me go get this ring. So, you know, when I went and got that ring for her, you know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there. I can't remember if we was married by the time I had wrote that song, you know what I'm saying? And I was saying, you know what I'm saying, things, you know what I'm saying, you know, how they wasn't, you know, how I knew they wasn't going to be there, you know what I mean? And
you speaking it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even with Mama, you know what I'm saying, Mama, she, when we took her to save the date, she was still alive. But she said it, and your mama was there. And your mama was there when she said it. She said, "I'm not gonna be there to see the wedding." You know what I mean? And
That tear me up.
Yeah.
Boy, I would have fell out on the floor.
yeah, you know, we sit
man,
there.
Mama, what you got to talk like? Don't say that.
Yeah, you know, and you know, we sitting there. Yeah, you gonna be there. You gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But she knew.
She knew.
You know what I mean? So you hear stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then when they go, you know, you like, man, like. You know, here we got this big event coming up, and even for her, because my wife was dealing with loss at the same time.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Her aunt, her aunt. You know what I mean? And you
but
know,
y'all represented. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all represented it real well. Cause they got me choked up. Like I couldn't even look
that
at
fool
it.
stupid.
I was crying.
He walked
I mean,
past
I
them
know.
pictures.
I said, now, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I thought. I wasn't like, no,
Yeah.
come on now, like disrespect.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, now, come on now, here we go.
Yeah.
Cause I knew. Kind of like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't sit up here now. This nigga up here getting married. Now I gotta hold this back, cause you know what I'm saying. He feel like, you know, that's like my brother getting married up there.
Yeah.
And then I see mama them up there waving. I said, see, now this about to be real up in here. I said, I don't know how we gonna do this. So, if you notice a lot of things how I do, I make jokes. Cause I gotta keep that in my head. If I don't, boy, I've been all in there for I'm a game Marine like this.
Not riding the bike on your back.
Yeah. Crazy out here.
Yeah, but you know that was the way we dealt with it because in our eyes they was there. You know what I mean? Even though they was there in a picture frame,
They was there.
they were there. You know what I
It
mean?
was dope, cuz I ain't gonna lie.
so-
Y'all had me too. You know I'm emotional nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I was looking, I was like, God,
I
that's
walked
dope.
right past.
That's dope. And I thought about it too. I was like, if I ever get married, it's gonna be so. It's gonna be different because I'm gonna have to go through the things that y'all went through to where the person y'all wanted. Because trust and believe, my daddy was still alive. He would marry me. It was just that's just
Right.
that's just it. So now I know he ain't even here.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get the keys to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't trust y'all like that.
I'm telling you right now, we wasn't giving the keys to nobody. Like
Yeah.
we know plenty of pastors and stuff like that, but Mr. Willie was there for us in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He seen us in the beginning. You know what I mean? And it was only right for him to do that for us, man. And I tell you, me and my wife, we talk about it to this day. And I don't know if you've seen the picture, but me and my wife, we have a picture, and in the house, and we're dancing. It's our first dance. And in the ballroom is dim, but there is a stream of light coming from somewhere, and it's shining on his daddy. I swear to you. And I probably can show y'all the picture now. It's probably in my Dropbox. You know what I mean? But you know, we sit there and we think about that man was special. That man was special. There's no other way to put it, man.
That's what's up.
The thing is, man, and I go to therapy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I work for Coke pay good. And one thing I don't work is, they got
Hey, clarify that,
Y'all got a
man.
chaplain, though.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we got a chaplain.
Call a chaplain.
We
up
got
there,
chaplain. The chaplain-
kill somebody.
Yeah, the chaplain walks throughout our building. She'll come by our desk. Are you okay?
Damn, Coke be stressing y'all out like that, bud.
Man,
I'ma
That
tell
caffeine
you.
be running through your
Hey,
bones.
This
Tell
a true
them, Mark.
story, bro. They sent me on the route. I'ma tell you.
That was Chaplain Day.
Bro, they were sending me on the route. They were sending me. I had just got robbed. First of all, you remember I told you about that?
Yeah, I remember you telling me
In the
about
back
that.
of the daggum truck. Nothing. Didn't have nothing. I don't know
Shit.
if it was a crackhead. I don't know who it was. So I was talking to them. They want to send me back on that same route. Like, okay, you want to send me off here at Sunset? Okay, it's like, let's see.
Oh, you was on that side.
What? Sunset. And it's like,
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
it was
I
probably
worked at
4
Taco
o'clock
Bell
in the
over there
morning. It's
before.
still dark.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you gonna send me to a Hindu store. I said, I need to speak to the chaplain. I spoke to the chaplain and got off that thing. I said, look, my life in danger over there.
Yeah, they do, bro.
That's the first
They
time
do.
I ever,
They do.
like, I'm in the back of the truck, and how you talk with Coke is, I don't even think I told you this.
What about you getting robbed?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm in the back of the truck, and I'm pulling off, you know, I done pulled off all the sodas, and I had to put stuff in. All I felt was something in my back. With Coke, you don't have no safe box to put money.
Mm-hmm.
All Coke drivers, I'm sorry I'm putting y'all in danger, but they'll keep money on them. And they don't have nowhere to put it, so what I would do, I would wrap it up and put it into like into the next pallet, but I was
Oh,
wrapped
yeah.
up and stuff. And I felt that, I don't know what it was like, give me what you got. I said, oh, shoot. I thought they were playing. I'm like, they niggas tripping. And for real, bam, gave it to him. Told him not to turn around. I don't know if it was a gun or a knife.
Yeah.
Took it, ran behind the building that I was at. It was one of them like Hindu type stores. They have all the cameras, but they can see the guy, but they can't see him. He ran to the back. And then they put me on that route because the guy had quit before they was on that route. So like, Marcus, we're gonna make this show route. They gave this big speech, just the money route, and it did make a lot of money on that route, but can't go to that store.
They got it's stressful. They got chaplain, and then I got 3 full sessions a year for therapy. It's free.
Oh, that's what's up.
Boy, what? I'm about to use it. Ain't no thing. And then whoever lives with me can use it also. Yeah. But I mean, I think
that's what's up.
And don't get me wrong, we from the Bible Belt, and pastors do a lot. But I hate when people just be like, nah, you don't need to go see a therapist. You need to go see your pastor.
Yeah.
Can't I go see both?
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying? God gives this person this talent to be able to listen. First of all, a therapist. I went to college for a semester. For psychology.
Yeah, but you thought real hard for that one semester.
I got scared when that woman told me she did clinicals at the top floor of the hospital, right? And she told us this story where they was all in the elevator, right, with their coats on because they was doing clinicals.
Yeah.
So she said, she just turned to her side, and then this other dude turned to his side. They looked. One of the patients done got a white jacket and was standing there with a clipboard and a pen. Boy, he can kill you with this pen.
No,
I said, oh my God, no, Jesus.
That was like motherfucking Murdoch on 18. Nigga done busting out the crazy house.
They was in the elevator with a mental patient with a pen in his hand. I said, so what happened? She said,
oh no, I quit.
just stood still and just let him walk with us until security came and got him. Cause we just tried to act like we didn't know that he was a mental patient. We just kept going. I said, heck no.
I would have just went on head to hit him. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to take this. And I just hope everybody get along with us on the car. But I was scared of my life. Y'all know.
I was scared, bro. And then when she told me that, I said,
you was
Mama,
done?
I don't think I can do this. I'm going to get my degree in business.
Yeah, my wife, my wife
my
had
business.
a job like that, man. She had to go work on the 7th floor. It paid well. But she said, when you say it's like padded rooms, like it's padded rooms. Yeah. Like, she's like telling me that she saw a guy, like, just taking a pen and just, like, for hours. Right? Just doing this for hours. I'm like, so what y'all say?
What you gonna say to that motherfucker?
He did that for hours. So I like when y'all call him to go to bed, like, hope that medicine kick in. That's all you can do.
Bro, you get paid. They pay. You get paid. Basically, it's a difference between a therapist.
You're gonna send Ron up there. He can do it.
Damn lie.
Bro, I'll pay for you to. Well, hey, that'll be some seeds. Send Ron up here. Put him in a room. But all right, you got to take this man right here.
I'm gonna break his leg. Wow, that motherfucker.
Yeah. There's a difference between a therapist and a psychologist. I waited for psychology, and I was just like, bro, these people, that is a God-given talent to do that stuff. It is. So why we can't go to them? I think sometimes black people just get it's black people, we get stuck.
Yeah, because psychologists they prescribe the dope.
Yeah, they can prescribe. Therapists, if I got it right, therapists can't prescribe medicine.
Shit.
All the therapist is there to do, basically, is to listen and help you unlock for yourself what you can unlock.
Right, that's where you need to go. Like, fuck a psychologist. Fuck a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist is when you done try to unlock that thing, the key got jammed and it just ain't coming open.
What if I
so now they finna pad you
want
up.
like a weed card?
You gotta go somewhere where a weed card at.
Can I go to a saquete?
Boy, yeah,
They
you
probably
gonna be
can,
committed.
yeah.
If
You
they
want
want.
to get committed?
But yeah, it might be
They
some
gotta
extra
commit
shit with
you.
that, yeah.
I'm like, look, I do 2 days by myself. Don't put nobody in there.
Nigga said, let me do
Take
2
your
days.
pee for 2 days.
You
After that second day, I'm going to give him a card. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
don't worry like
It don't work like
that.
that.
You gonna be in there with somebody
you
sitting
can't
beside
do
you
that.
talking to a bird
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
like,
Yeah.
put me with the guy that's playing checkers. I play checkers with him all day.
No, you gonna be with Ink Pen Man.
Nah.
Shit.
Somebody
You gonna be
got in there.
yeah. He gonna be in there with that motherfucker. The motherfucker sit there and stare at your ass off.
You know he's scary.
Burger,
He's scary.
the wet white burger.
Oh what?
Oh, Good Burger when they go Keenan and Kel was in that asylum.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He gonna be with that nigga, yeah. It ain't gonna be no cakewalk like you think. So
Nah.
you just
But see, that's the thing, bro. Like,
you just gonna have to relocate, man, for that weed card.
and that's the thing. People gotta understand. That's why I don't. Therapy is good, bro. Like, it's helpful. It don't make you crazy. It don't mean you crazy. You know, black people always be like, man, that's what crazy people go
Yeah,
through.
it'd be a negative stigma around it. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be.
See, my thing is, I don't like crutches. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not sitting here saying, Lord forbid I ever go through anything to where I will have to seek help. But you know what I mean? If I could deal with it, then I'm gonna deal with it, because say if I do something that I know that I can deal with, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get help. You know, I don't want to have to go get help all the time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
And that's why I say stuff like
You don't want
I
to have
get
to
you.
rely on that.
Exactly,
Oh.
exactly.
And that's
Yeah, and
cool.
yeah.
It's like some people can do it. Some people can function. Some people can be like, all right, I dealt with it. It's good. But for those who can't, it ain't nothing wrong, bro.
Yeah, ain't no wrong with
Go
it.
do what you got to do.
Ain't no wrong with it.
Like, I done thought about it a lot. I remember my mama was talking about it. Like, she was worried about my nephew when my pops died. And my nephew, smart kid. Smart kid. So, but he was so close with my dad. You know, I called my dad my Superman. That was his Superman, Spider-Man, everything. Like,
The whole damn Avengers.
whole Avengers. That joker held every Infinity Stone for my nephew. My nephew knew that was his gauntlet with the Infinity Stones. So it's like, she was worried about it. I was like, Mom, let him go. Let him go to a therapist. He ain't going to therapy. He just need to go talk to the pastor. No, man. But what was funny, though, is like, she got his journal one time. Mind you, I don't know how old he was then. He had to be... How old was he? He had to be, what?
I ain't guessing no way.
I don't know his age, but he was young. What grade you think he was in then?
How old is he now?
I don't even know now, but I know he is in junior. Is he in junior high or high school now? He in high school now, ain't he? Or junior high? He junior high.
Well, look,
He middle school. I'm sorry, middle school.
So he about the 8th grade.
Yeah, he might have been
one more
back.
year till he go to
Yeah, he got one more year till he go high.
About in
So
the
he,
sixth.
nah,
So he had to be in what?
Yeah.
about here about the 4th or 5th grade.
4th, 5th grade. This Joker journal, bro. I said, Mom, look at this. This Joker can write, and I love to write. I'm looking at his stuff like, oh yeah. I'm like, look, he coping. No, he ain't. Look at that. He says this man is articulating his feelings in the 4th and 5th grade without us. We ain't helping him do it. He doing it. He question. What's the best thing I thought about was he had the wherewithal to question God. I was like, look, that's thinking. I said, first of all, God said you can do that. Now you can do it. I said he's questioning him, and while he's questioning him, it's not negative questioning. He's questioning him and asking his papa at the same time. I said, y'all don't understand. This man's mind is working. I said, but mine is okay. Let him cipher through his feelings. If he get through them, he do, and he has now a little bit better. But I said, Mom, why y'all just demonize therapy? I said, Mom, I'm seeing you therapy. Shit, I ain't going up there, man. I'm gonna go to the pastor. Yeah, what? It's the same thing. Don't demonize therapists, man.
True. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with either one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
not.
you know, like I think people should use them both equally. Like if you are a church going person, definitely, you know, take advantage of that resource, but also go to a licensed therapist this accredited, this can actually, like you said, unlock whatever is jammed up in there. Because I mean, everybody goes through different things in their life, and different people accept and experience things differently. Like death. Like it might be twins in the same family that lose their daddy. One twin gonna react different than the other twin. You know what I'm saying? So like nobody really knows what's going on up here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I've never been to a therapist. Never really occurred to me to go to one until my grandma passed, but I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah.
What was my therapy at that point was cleaning her house. Like and nobody has really shared that with me. Like it was just me. Like, and I would just be going through shit, cleaning shit, and crying like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was just kind of how I got through a lot of it. And
by cleaning your grandma's house, did you come across some things that you didn't think that she ever had, or that took you back to like some 93 shit with you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was all kinds of stuff that like I remember. Like for instance, when I was going, for instance, when I was going through the kitchen, you know, black folks don't throw shit away.
Yeah.
Like black folks don't throw away a damn thing.
Yeah, freeze meat, more meat be frozen for 12 years.
Look, it wasn't no meat.
Aunt Mary freeze some beans, boy.
It wasn't
toes and freeze them things.
She ain't had an old deep freezer like she used to, so that shit was gone. You know what I'm saying? But
from the 70s.
But there was motherfucking canned vegetables and shit in that motherfucker from probably the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like real shit.
Open this and poof.
I didn't. I still ain't. I ain't gonna open that shit.
Open up the coronavirus.
That's ground zero. But nah, like going through the kitchen for sure. Like I just remember all the pots and pans and like different things that she cooked in. Like you said, your mama, she would always be cooking. Like in the morning, she had something ready. Even like my grandma was the same way. She was always, she stayed in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? The only time she was in here in the living room was 6 o'clock when the fucking news was coming on. That's when the day was done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TV was in the kitchen. She was watching the soap operas and all that shit. 12 o'clock news go off, soap operas come on. Soap operas go off, Oprah come on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, you knew the routine.
Yeah, like I had. Yeah.
Hold on, did she watch soap operas though? Which ones?
All of them, nigga, from 12:30 till Oprah came on.
That's why I tell Marcus.
Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful.
The only person that did that was my
shit.
grandma Minnie, but my mama was a Lifetime person.
Mama was Lifetime. You ain't lying about that.
That was her.
Because I call it.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't mind now. See, my grandma and them, they were old school. They still had an outhouse to go use the bathroom in.
True.
Yeah, you know, they was behind the curve.
I remember. See, we had one of those down down
Did you ever see a snake in there?
In the back. That thing they sit on the hill. They used to stink.
Yeah. You ever see a snake?
No, because I ain't never fool with it.
They fuck with it. I had to use the bathroom. They'll make you go to it.
Oh no.
Yeah, we had. My mama didn't have nothing like that in the house until they redid it. They redid the house, and you know. But at the beginning, when I was young, we had to go out there to the outhouse to use the bathroom, bro.
Play around that thing, boy.
Bro, she had nothing.
Yeah, we riding the dirt by the
And wasn't no Lifetime with my mama. She watched Channel 3.
Yeah, that's
Bold and the Beautiful,
Young and the
Guiding Light, Young and the Restless.
See, them were the good.
No, it wasn't. It was the good days. But I hate the sound of them fucking soap operas coming on, because for me it was either nap time.
Take your ass outside.
I hated that shit, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit no more.
You hear that damn piano? Come on. You know if Young and the Restless, the rap, shit, the news don't went on. God damn, I gotta go outside.
There was such boring times. It was like good. It was a good time period, but when that shit was on,
Yeah. If you
don't ask me nothing.
if you grew up with
I ain't
your
gonna lie, it made me start watching them, y'all, as I got older. I did as I got older.
I ain't never.
I did, bro. Roger, you asked me about Roger. What's the name?
Victor.
Victor, that's what I'm
Victor
saying.
Newman.
If you grew up with your
Victor
grandma, you
Newman
know who the fuck
still
Victor Newman is.
clapping guns in the soap opera. That man ain't going nowhere.
I brought that up to somebody the other day. They said that nigga still a G.
That
They
was-
said
that's
he in the
ridiculous.
middle of fucking somebody up right now. Like I was like, damn, I might need to record. I might need to watch this shit. Nigga.
Like, how long is this shit go on,
I mean,
bro?
they gotta be doing the same stuff. Like talking about to say, well, you killed Martha back in '70.
They don't never go. My mom used to have, and my mama used to talk to the soap
they
operas
paid
like
too,
she
boy.
knew him.
Yeah.
That Victor, I don't like that Victor.
Hell
Victor, you
yeah.
wrong, Victor.
But when
I'm
you
like,
think
wait a minute,
about
my mom-
suspense, it gets no better than the
Don't.
stories, bro. But
And
they
your
boy-
leave your ass.
Because they leave your ass hanging like a
Your boy is
motherfucker.
on the soap operas now.
And then you watch it on a
A.
Friday. You gotta wait all goddamn week.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is on General Hospital. Right?
Oh yeah, Stephen A. was on. Yeah, he was on there.
He
for
got a
little bit.
reoccurring role in General
What are
Hospital.
our soap operas for today?
Today.
Reality TV.
Yeah, this is like reality TV now. It's like Love and Hip Hop and all that shit.
Oh
Housewives and all
no,
that shit.
Yo Boy stuff. All Tyler Perry shows.
Oh, yeah.
That
Y'all
is
be
y'all
stuck.
soap opera.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This boy had
Oh
me.
yeah, over
No,
my stuff.
no.
Y'all. I hate to say
Hey,
it.
this man had me watching the Oval, right? It had the son's baby mama was a Muslim / son's
She bought a
coat.
coat now.
What the hell?
Like she in the coat. Watch this. She trying to come get the baby.
Yeah,
'Cause she in the
I'll
coat.
be up
And
in
she,
there, cuz.
and she a Muslim too.
And then it was one that he got in trouble for because he was kind of like it was picking the white people. I think I don't know when they was in the trailer park. You remember the big woman? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was one. They was shooting. They had like they had a trailer park. And, so somebody run through and they shooting up the trailer park. It was a big heavy set white woman in the car. She couldn't run. She just laid back her seat. Just laid back.
Did no bullet hit her. She like, oh, yeah.
She couldn't run. She just laid back her seat. What the fuck? Everybody done ran into the house and shut the door. She out in the car, just laid back.
What show was this?
It's
Oh,
my
come on,
God,
no.
what's the name of it? It don't come on no more. They got mad at
He
him
got
for it. He was laughing.
Lord,
It was hilarious.
Perry?
Yep.
Lord, have
He was
mercy.
picking on me.
But I'm saying, Grant, see, and that's a way of coping.
Yeah.
You see, like remembering stuff. Like, bro, I'm telling you. Like I tell people all the time, my grandma used to make me eat frozen pizzas out of the microwave.
Yeah.
I remember, see, because they were so old school, bro. My papa would chop wood, and we had to put it in the stove. Just like that.
Man, I still do that.
I used to like it.
That's why my
bro.
shoulder fucked up now. Shit.
Trying to be the damn Hulk over there.
Yeah, you want to stay warm. You ain't got no damn choice.
You have, because your papa was a legend, bro.
I'm gonna tell you who
When
I
my
remember.
tail ran off in the snow, only person that could come get every single person out was Junebug. Junebug would come down there. Was it the Bronco?
Yeah.
Yep. He drive that Bronco, pull your tail after snow. He had to pull me out of snow 3 times, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no good snow
I'll
driver.
tell you one
It is what it
thing.
is. Half the time my tires ain't no good because I don't even.
Ah, damn.
One
I
more
whip it
thing
in the
I'm
snow.
good, man. But this right here, I'm gonna tell you who I missed the most.
Who?
I missed her ice cream, Miss Betty, just to keep.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, she used the homemade ice cream
She used
maker.
to
I
make
remember
homemade
y'all
ice
used to
cream.
talk about
And
that.
just to keep stingy ass, give you a swish cup full of ice cream.
They said a switch
A
cup.
switch
Them
cup.
little ass cups.
And you out there, he used to say that, I can't get y'all, he got nothing but a little bit in here. And she have a whole tub, and he taking the damn swish cup, you got you a piece, and you taking the damn plastic.
That little ass
Now,
spoon.
what's them little wooden?
Oh, them little wooden spoons
you
that
get-
you.
Oh yeah, it ain't even a spoon. It's just like a little flat.
Yeah, the
thing.
little
Little
flat
flat piece of wood got to eat now, but nah, I miss that, bro. Like some of that stuff I miss, like
Alright,
Alfred.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Who could you? Name one person, y'all, that y'all want to get? Cause like that y'all want to give the flowers to before they're gone. Right now.
I'm
Everybody got to name one person. I don't know my one person.
man.
I've been thinking about this for.
give you flowers.
It's
too.
hard. Cause I done came up with groups. I was just like, I can't just think
I'm
of
gonna
one
say
person.
this one. I'm gonna say
I can't.
Cause you can never appreciate a mother enough.
Say yeah, mom her flowers.
Yeah, you can never. To me, you can never appreciate.
Say her name, cuz.
Sherry Smith. Yeah, you can never. But it's like I had to tear them in half and get some to ding too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, I had to break them apart, Blade. Cause you can't. I mean,
You right.
appreciate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like I say, you done lost a father, and me losing like I said, my grandfather was like my father, but I haven't. It's a different pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still there, but I would want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Cause it be times where I be like, my mom be down on me. I ain't going over that day. She called me yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't saw you. You know, came up to the house, but still, it ain't out of hate or nothing like that. All love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would do that.
What about you, Ron?
My mama, my great grandma, but I buy flowers all the time.
Man, quit stunting on niggas, man.
I ain't studying on them hell. There you go. What's $5 to buy some flowers?
Well, I'm just saying, just give them the respect, like right now, cause you know how people do.
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm saying, hey, my mama, my
That
grandma.
mama and grandma.
Well, my great grandma.
Great grandma. What about you?
It has to be my grandparents right over there on the Carson
I
Street.
feel
They my grandmother, man, she is the glue for our entire family. She you know, when it's Thanksgivings and Christmases and stuff like that. Shut up, nigga. It just, man, she does whatever for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And like she bends over backwards. You know, all her brothers and sisters.
She can make a cake too.
Man, y'all so much. You know?
Well, look here. Nah. Wait. When this whole lockdown shit started, I'm sitting over here. I told you I've been cleaning the house and all this shit, and I was thinking, like my grandma was always like, "Well, Rita, if you make a cake, bring me a slice." So I walked over there and I said, I'm gonna be like Momo. I said, next time you make a cake, bring me a slice over here. Then I was I was back here chilling, like I had some incense lit, and I was just sitting over here just chilling in the damn seat. I heard her son. I heard something. I was like, "Who the fuck knocking on the door?" I walked to the door, and she with this big ass plate of motherfucking cake.
Take it to another level.
A whole nother motherfucking level.
She can make some cake.
Boy, them motherfuckers be goddamn scrumptious.
Yeah, and that's what she do, man. You ask her to make one, she might say, you know, if you get the stuff, I'll make it. And that's what it is, man. And for my grandfather over there, man, you talking about somebody who, damn, you know, when it come to me and my brother and my cousins, man, you know what I'm saying? He taught us how to fish, taught us how to cut grass. He taught us how to rake leaves. When it came to doing hands-on work and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why now, I was out there. And that's why now, you know what I'm saying? I go out there in the yard and I do stuff like that.
Spread your moat.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? He teaches that stuff. And, you know, even just coming up as a, you know what I'm saying, as a young man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he'll have them talks with you too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he'll have them talks with you too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Break it down for you.
Yeah, so with them, man, I mean, if I could get them to the world, man, I would.
That's what's up, man.
Man. At first, I battled with it. Cause at first I was gonna get all y'all niggas flowers, and I was like, nah, fuck that. They young. They too young.
Fuck you too.
Y'all too young. I'm already giving y'all the stage on my funeral day to do what y'all got to do.
All right, I'll take that then.
Then my other one is who I went with, cause it was gonna be a collective, and then I was like, nah. I want to give it to the women of my family, my sister Serena and Sonda. One that had to put up with me. Rena used to bully me when I was little. Used to make me cry all the time. Sonda, I used to aggravate her till she slapped me sometimes. Cause she got, you know, and since I've grown up, they've always been there for me and stuff. Like, even when I'm aggravating, cause I ain't the black sheep, but I'm the one that tried everything. I did the crazy stuff. I'm the baby of the family. I got to do some crazy stuff, real crazy stuff. But they was always there. They always knew I was their little brother, and they always took up for me. And then my mom, of course, was my ride or die. She give me the most anxiety out of anybody, but I just want her to know that, like, I'm gonna always be your son, your baby. I'm gonna be the one to fuss at you and love you at the same time. Cause she hard headed, and I think that's where I get some of my hard headedness from. That's where I get my sensitivity from. But it's just all the women in my family. Shoot, I can go all the way down to my aunts. All the women in my family. I want to give y'all flowers, cause y'all dealt with me being spoiled. You dealt with me being crazy. You dealt with me being just doing what I wanted to do, not always taking y'all feelings into consideration.
Right.
And I appreciate y'all.
Shit, I had to give mine my respect to my parents. A lot of people don't have the privilege of growing up with two parents. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of single parent households, whether it's a mom raising the kids by herself or dad raising the kids by themselves, whatever the case may be. I had two parents that, you know, actually gave a fuck and tried to push me to be something in life. And if it wasn't for them, nigga, ain't no telling what the fuck would have ended up happening to me, because I know how I am. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and even if they instilled a lot of good qualities and characteristics and knowledge into me, I was still out here wilding the fuck out, like doing wild shit. And I still am cemented in all of the teachings that they gave me. And I mean, they know that. And they say that. And I appreciate them for all of it. You know what I mean? So I would definitely give them, both of them, my mom and my dad, that respect and that thank you for really putting me in a position to win. And no matter what you think winning looks like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause that shit look different to everybody.
Right.
But I appreciate him for putting me in that position to win at life. And I mean, it ain't over yet. You know, I still got a long way to go. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live this shit like I'm gonna live for another 50 years, but it might be done tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm still gonna turn this motherfucker up every day, and I appreciate them for giving me all that.
And I tell you what you saying that I'm gonna give my flowers to one more other person, and that would have to be the man who pretty much just deemed me his son when what I'm saying, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was there when I was a baby. He's the father to my brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? And that's my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I mean? And to this day, you know what I mean? That man, he has a beautiful family, you know what I'm saying? He has a wife, you know what I'm saying? And he's a pastor now, and they have their own church and stuff like that. And, you know, he come from, you know what I'm saying, being in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Dealing drugs and things like that. But, you know, he turned his life over after his last stint, you know what I'm saying, in prison or whatnot. But, you know, to this day, you know, man, he calls me and, you know what I mean, just checking up on me, checking on my well-being, seeing how I'm doing, how my son doing, my wife doing, and you know, when it's Christmas time, he don't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it's birthdays, he don't forget. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I have that comfort level of calling him. You know, hey, Daddy, you know what I'm saying? What's going? I mean, that's my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, just the love he has shown me and his family. You know what I mean? My family, you know what I mean? From his mother to his brothers and sisters, you know, I'm their grandson, I'm their nephew, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just have to give my flowers to him, you know what I'm saying? Because,
for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't get love like that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I do for my mother and stuff like that, but, you know, when they came, I grew up in a single parent home. You know what I mean? But when I need the other parent to call on, he's always there. So shout out to him.
That's big because he made that choice. You know
right.
That's what's up.
And that's a young man too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's what it do.
right on.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. This was good, man.
Gee, you right.
This
Y'all
was
just
good.
saved me a free session of therapy, niggas. So I got 3 more left. Hey, I mean,
Shit. Hey, well, let me use your address then, so I can come get one of them joints up off.
come on.
Shit.
It's free as for me.
You
Come
know what
on,
I'm saying? Let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I live with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Let me go and get this
Right on.
therapy session in.
Right on. Right on.
We're gonna need you to come back now. I only had one free session.
Nah.
That's
I
all I
got
had
it.
in me, you know what I'm saying? Look, y'all key, y'all had the master key. Y'all unlocked all the shit y'all needed to. We good to go.
How long is the session gonna last? Though? Did they say?
It's an hour. It's just a normal session. You get 3 normal sessions, and what's even dope about it, it's 3 normal sessions for every problem. So if I got a problem with this, but then another problem, I got 3 more sessions for that. It just look.
You
Go.
trying to manipulate the system?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, shit. Take advantage, man.
You know,
Take advantage.
I ain't gonna but
My hair's starting to fall out. I need to talk to you.
Damn,
Damn, I stubbed my big toe last week. I need to talk to
I need to talk to you.
you. Man, I cut my finger last night at work. I need to talk to you. Hi, damn, boy. Look, I got shot in the arm with a needle last night. I need to talk to you.
You need to sit your clumsy ass down.
Hey, man, look. I went to the grocery store and I picked up a steak and it made my stomach hurt. I need to talk to you.
Hell no. You need to sit your ass down.
I think I'm drinking too much water. Can I talk to you?
Look, then he get up in there. Well, since I'm here. Since I got you here.
Let me talk to you.
I want to give y'all not flowers but respect, because I don't talk about like this stuff a lot. You know, I suppress a lot of it. I don't talk about my pops a lot, and get the most I done talked about it as far as how I felt, and how I dealt with some of the stuff. So y'all and the people that's listening, y'all, I trust y'all enough that I shared that with you guys too. So all of us did. We shared some stuff with you guys that we don't share a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all don't listen to some of our stuff. We talking about macaroni and cheese, girls, like, you know, we talk about relationships. But this is something that's so personal to us, and we was all heavy hearted at the same time. We just decided to share it with you guys. So
Yeah, man. Cause I mean, we mentioned it before. Like, black men, we ain't really brought up to just
Express feelings.
express that. So you know what I'm saying? It's like it'd be tough to let that shit out sometime, and you will suppress that shit, especially living in this world that we live in anyway. Even if you are used to letting it out, you might not want to, because you don't trust all these motherfuckers with your information and shit.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it to me, that's how I look at it a lot of times. I'd be like, shit, ain't none of your motherfucking business, no way. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know me like that enough to for me to care about telling you that, because I know you don't care in the first place.
yeah,
Right.
But you know, it was definitely something I wanted to do, because I know how hard it is to get shit off your chest. So I want everybody to come through, and for everybody that's listening, like I said, I hope this, you know, opens your eyes to some things too. Like, whatever it is you're going through, everybody go through shit. So if you got something on your mind, definitely you know, find a way to cope with it. That's non-destructive, you know what I'm saying? So it won't get to that destructive path, because I've seen people go down that path, and I don't want to see that shit happen to somebody with a good heart, you know what I'm saying? So for sure. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Big shit on the way. I got a package in the mail the other day, so that means them giveaways is right around the corner. Yeah, definitely keep tuning in, keep liking, keep subscribing on all the platforms. Check us out on Instagram at the Slide Through Pod, Twitter at the Slide Through Pod. Definitely shout us out, comment, whatever. You know, we on Facebook too, Slide Through. And whenever you're ready, man, just let me know so you can slide through.
you hear me?
Peace.